Hi there guys, DCRS here, and today I'll be talking about the new Forbidden and Limited list. Sorry, that just came out today. And yeah, as you can see here, it's effective September 18th, 2017. The first two cards that are banned on the Forbidden Limited list are True Dynamite Knight, the True Draco Fighter, and Grand Soil, the Elemental Lord. Dynamite, I guess it allows you to do a lot of trap plays because it's the main monster that sets up your traps. Since the traps in True Dracos are really strong, that's probably why it's on there in the first place. But banned, I guess, yeah, it's not as easy to get the traps out now. I suppose you have to draw into it more often. But yeah, that's very interesting. Grand Swallow is mostly used for OTKs, FTKs, combos, and yeah, that's really bad. Now let's see. Ooh, True King the Phosagym, the disaster. Yeah, ooh, that's interesting because that's actually very interesting because it sets up your dino plays. So I guess that's not there's no reason to hit the babies or V-Raptor and stuff in the first place. But yeah, Lithosagem pretty much does everything, I guess. Now I think about it, well, that's very interesting. What do we have here? Oh, Denglong. Denglong, first of the Yang Sing. Oh, and Daigosu Emerald. Why did they hit Daigosu Emerald? And Exo Knight is still banned. That's interesting. Daigosu Emerald, I guess it's very. I don't know. You can do a lot of interesting plays with Daigosu Emerald, but considering it's more of a link format now, it's really hard to get it out in a way. But you still exceed with it. It's not really that hard, but it's like you can't spam it as often. But I don't know. It's a bit weird. And Danglong, well, that's probably the reason. Because if you left Danglong at 1, you still are able to play it because most decks only play one Dangle anyway, so I'm guessing banning it kind of fixes the problem. Does it? I'm not too sure. That's kind of interesting because, well, Dinos pretty much got hit quite a bit on this list. What else is there? Huh. Interesting. Oh, Zoodiac, Brawl, and Zoodiac Trident. Wow. Huh, that's interesting. I thought, I guess limiting them wouldn't be. It would still cause problems. Because Brawl is the main search for any Beast Warrior types, and Dryden is annoying as heck. So I guess it was a good thing that they got banned because wait, is let me check. No, it's not there. Okay, so they didn't ban the Zodiac Barrage. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Let's see. I think it's because let's see, Dryden and Brawl are the main detached monsters because let's see, Chuck and I need something to have in the graveyard for it to be active, but considering that you can't really detach much, I think that's a reason why they banned Dryden and Brawl because they're the main detach cards, and since now you can't really detach as often, that is pretty cool. That's interesting. Now I think about it, you don't really need to hit Zero Barrage anymore. Since Zero Barrage does a lot of your combo plays, yeah, because you can't spam. Well, you can still overlay on top of each other with the Zodiac Xyz, but you can't really abuse it as often. That's interesting. Very interesting. What else got hit? Nothing else. Interesting. That's very interesting. So they didn't hit Masterpiece as well, which is, huh. I guess Masterpiece wasn't really the problem. It was more to do with stuff to get around to Masterpiece, stuff to set up to summon out Masterpiece. So let's see. They limited. Well, no, they banned True Draco, Lithos. No, not Lithos. That's tricking Lithos. They banned the Dynamite, so you can't spam out the traps much anymore. Did they? I wonder if they hit the spell one. What was it called? Ignista? Is it Ignista? I can't remember the name. Because the monster, what's the name? I forgot the name. Let me look it up real quick. True Draco. So they didn't. Okay, it was Ignicy. They didn't hit Majesty Maiden. and they didn't hit Mariamne, True Draco Phoenix. So diagrams at 3, or maybe it's at 2, or maybe it's 1, I'm not sure. But well, let's see, you can still do Mariamne plays, and you can still set up, because you pop Mariamne and you get your spell, then you get the monster out like a masterpiece. Still interesting. You can still Majesty Maiden. That's it. Majesty Maiden is the one that searches out your monsters. That's interesting. They didn't hit Masterpiece or Meltron X and all those other ones, and they also didn't hit the other spells and traps in a way. That's interesting. Let's see what else has got hit. Now to 1. What got limited? Oh, Igniseat. Huh. That's interesting. Well, I guess you can't really spam out the spells now anymore. So that's interesting. Yeah, I guess you have to hard draw everything now, which is... It slows down the deck quite a bit, now that I think about it. In a way, it kind of kills not Zoodiacs. It kind of kills True Dracos in general, because it's really hard to get around to. And there's a dog barking in the background. I hope you guys don't mind the background noise, but... Oh, Miscellaneous. Huh. I guess that kind of checks dinosaurs more, I guess. Man, that dog is really annoying. Miscellaneous is very, very interesting because... Huh. It is a broken card. I kind of agree, but at the same time, it's like, huh, that's interesting. Rapier's that one. Well, I guess you can't Zodiac spam now. Rapier can't spam Rapier now. So that's interesting. What else is it? Dark Hole's that one. Wow. Okay. It's funny because it was at 2, and now it's at 1. I guess they're getting rid of board wipes and stuff in a way. Huh, that's interesting. Gateway to 6. Oh, will we see more 6 Sam stuff? And interrupt your Kaiju Summer. Yeah, I agree. Kaiju Summer is so broken. It's pretty much Dark Hole, and you also get to search out your Kaijus as well when you banish it. It's really, really busted. I agree that it should go to 1 because it's such a broken card. But Gateway 6 is interesting. Since 6M decks usually have... They only play 1 Gateway anyway. And once you lose Gateway, it's pretty much... They can't get their stuff quite a bit. So once you get rid of Gateway, it's pretty much done. They can still spam the board, but they can't get more consistency out of it. So that's one thing, I guess. What else is there? That's it for spells, huh? So they didn't limit Barrage. There's still semi-limits, but that's interesting. They didn't hit Barrage. Or, ooh, they didn't hit Diagram. Dragonic Diagram. That's interesting. It's not limited or banned. Was it at 2? Who knows? But that's interesting. Huh. So, I guess they don't really want to stop the combo enablers. Actually, no way. It depends on what you define combo enablers, because the first gym was pretty much a combo enabler, and Diagram pretty much you don't really need to hit the field spell, and considering that is the best card in the True Dracos and True Kings, yes, they need their own way to search as more consistent in a way, but that's interesting. An interesting way to put it. What else is good? Nothing for traps. Never mind, I spoke too soon. True King's Return. Wow. Huh. That's interesting. That's very interesting because that's their Monster Reborn, and also the trap. The other one halves the attack and defense. This one is like the Monster Reborn, and they both allow you to tribute summon during your opponent's main phase. That is interesting. Why do they hit this card? I guess they don't want to spam out the field more often with the True Dracos? Maybe. Once you get rid of the return, you're pretty much done. There's no way to recycle. Unless you use the spell, what's it called? True Draco... Let me try and look it up. Oh, Disciples. I guess they have to rely mostly on Disciples now. You have to play Disciples at 3 now. Most decks I've seen run only like 2 or 1. But I guess you have to run at 3 now because you have to you have to play as many spells and traps as possible. Unless you're mixing it with a different build. Huh, that's interesting. Oh well. Well, that's it for the limits. Let's see the semi-limits. Dragoons is on there. Interesting. Is it? Ooh, this looks like it's gonna be interesting. Is that BLS? It is. It's BLS. Oh my god. Ooh, BLS at 2. That is interesting. Chaos Techs. Chaos Techs haven't really done that much. It's gonna be interesting. I might as well play around with BLS. I might make Chaos Techs now. Huh. I wonder what good Chaos Techs there is. Then again, Chaos Techs aren't really that consistent, depending on how the deck is played. But yeah. Huh. Chaos Techs might make a return. That's interesting. Huh. I might have to think of a way to actually play BLS in some decks. Wonder what decks I could play it in. Might try and experiment a bit. That's interesting. I like that. What else is there? Luster Pendulum, the Draco Slayer. Interesting. So they're giving more support to pendulums. I'm fine with that, depending how well they do. They haven't really done that much because Ghost Slash checks pendulums in a way, and also anti-spell, but anti-spell not that much because the the pendulum magicians they're not bad, but it Ash and Ghost Ogre, yeah, that's it. They kind of check them in a way, sort of, because they're continuous. They have to be stay on the field to use their effects. That's interesting. Oh, mathematician's that too. Yes, I thought that mathematician would come up to the list somehow because in my prediction list, I thought that mathematician would probably go to 2 or 3 depending because mathematician's not doing anything, and it's unfair that mathematician got hit because of Shadol's, and well, mathematician it should go back to 3. It doesn't really matter for all I care because mathematician we kind of need more foolish pair type of things, but it's all, and plus you have to normal summon as well to use its effect, which is kind of slow at the same time. It was yeah, it's kind of sad. What else is there? Necrophase is still on here. What else is there? Thunder King still on here. Wind Up Magician still on. Okay, so they didn't hit Hunter or anything like that. Wind Up Hunter stuff. So my prediction was kind of wrong in a way. Bright, Bryonic, Bryonic's that too. Huh. Interesting. Well, it is a once per turn. Is it once per turn? I think it got an errata. I believe in the Dual Saga? I'll check. You can discard any number of cards, then target 7 opponent's controls. Return those cards to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. Okay. Even if that's 2, it's kind of right. But you can't return stuff that you have on your side field, which is interesting. Because you can only use it once per turn, and even if you get a second one out, it's pointless because you can't use it again. So it should go back to at least 3 because you can't even use it. Maybe you can loop, but then again, it's like I know it's abusable in Mermails, but that's the only deck it can really use it in. But other than that, it's like I don't know. It's kind of weird. Oh, Hyper Librarian's now 2 now, and I see a spell card. That's that too. Interesting. Hyper Librarian. Well, considering we're in a link format now, it's hard to synchro summon all that because it requires you to have a link monster on the field to actually go into more zones. That's interesting. Uh, more synchron support? I don't know. Maybe. Ooh, brain control. Okay, that's at 2 now. Hasn't been doing anything. No one's actually playing it, so you can go back to 3 for all I care because no one plays it. It's mind control is even better than brain control, in my opinion. So yeah, another spell card. Burial from the different dimension. That is interesting. Well, that's scary in a way. At the same time, it's not that scary. Burial is good for anything that uses the banished area. So Infernoid's got a boost. What else got a boost? Chaos Tech's got a boost. Zombies. Yeah, zombies got a boost as well. What else is there that also banishes? I don't know, that's about it that I can think of. But yeah, that's not bad. Chain Strike is still on there. Stop price is not limited. El Shadow Fusion. Shadows aren't doing anything. it should go back to 3 at least, because construct's not it's not at 1 or anything. So yeah. What else there? Preparation rights. I predicted this because, okay, the theory behind it is you test it out 2 first, and if it's not doing anything, you put it back to 3. But if it's doing something at 2, you put it back to 1, because it depends on the support and depends on what cards can abuse this. If nothing can abuse certain cards, it's fine to go back to 1, go back to 2 and 3, depending on how they test it out. That's how Konami's been testing it out. And so preparation rights. At least it's not Necros. Necros would abuse the hell out of this. Then again, Necros did get support in a way, I guess. Huh, that's interesting. Oh yeah, Burial actually kind of supports Necros as well. That's interesting. Nothing else for spells. Huh, that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. I noticed that there's a certain card on here that's at 2 that I play in my Trickstar deck. It's not on there, so could it be? One way to find out. Well, that's it for semi-limits. Interesting. Yeah, because where's Honest? Should Honest be at 2? It's not at 1, is it? No, it's not at 1. Did they? No. That's scary if they did. If they unlimit Honest, that's scary. Because, ooh, you have to be very, very careful against light decks now, because if Honest is at 3, oh my god. Unlimits now. Let's see what it is. The Breeze Dragon. Interesting. Meh, the Breeze Dragon isn't doing anything, considering that you use your normal summon for it and you pretty much go Synchro and then you're done. You can't summon anything else, I think, during the turn you use the Breeze Dragon's effect. Let me double check. The Breeze. When this guy's normal summon, you can target 1 monster with 500 attack or less. In the graveyard, special summon, defense game, cannot be used for a Synchro material except for a Synchro summon of a Dragon type. The other Synchro material cannot be level 4. Okay. So you waste your normal summon just to summon this, and if it gets negated, well, you just waste your normal summon. Interesting. They did. Okay. That's scary. That is very, very scary. Honest to free. Oh, God. Yeah, as I was saying, be very, very careful if you're versing a light deck. You might... Oh, that's interesting. Because of Light Swans, if, let's see, charge that 2. Wait, hang on a second. Is charge? Because Solar Recharge is at 3. Charge Library Jade. Is it at 2? Oh. Oh. Light Swans making a comeback? That is going to be interesting. Because, honest, light decks are going to be really, really good this format. Ooh, that's going to be interesting. I might make interesting light decks. I might make some good light decks. That is very, very interesting. What else is there? Rescue Cat, huh? Yeah, I kind of predicted it because, well, maybe a 2, but for us, what did I say? Did I say a 2 or 3? I can't remember for my prediction list. Yeah, well, I guess you could play Emergency, was it Emergency Merging Rescue? I think that's the spell card's name. Yeah, basically you can now, I guess you could use that now, but you need Rescue Rabbit at 3, or, but no one uses Rescue Ferret. Rescue Hamster is kind of an oddball if you're playing Pendulums. It's a pendulum-based card, but if Rescue Rabbit was a 3, I guess merging. Yeah, that's a really tongue twister now. If Rescue Rabbit's a 3, well, you can kind of abuse merging Rescue in a way, because well, you can just reveal I think 3 Rescue Rabbits, and they have to select one. So either use this or Rescue Cat, and yeah, that's interesting. Imagine Rescue Rabbit at 3. That would be interesting. Oh, speaking of which, Rescue Rabbit. Okay. Well, I guess Emerging Rescue is going to be an interesting card. I guess dinos can use this now, because you can make dino rabbits with this. That is interesting. Okay, let's see. Are there any Earth normal monsters? Earth normal dinosaur type monsters. Huh, what is that? Let's see, the water one is Megaton Smasher X. So what is that card called? I forgot the name. The dinosaur level 4. I forgot the name. Is it Earth? Not Triceratops, is it? No. It's the one that looks like a red one. It's a 1900 beat stick. I forgot the name, but that one. That's one I think of. If that's Earth, you can link summon into Mist Radiant with a rescue rabbit. Wait, can you actually? If you can, wait, it can't be special summon from the deck though. Rescue rabbit. Huh? You have to normal summon it. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Rescue rabbits at 3 now. Holy moly. That's Wait, evil swarms. Yeah, but true Dracos are still kind of playable still, depending. And let's see, what decks special summon level 5 or higher? Zoodiacs? Nope. Zoodiacs wouldn't matter. Mermouse? I guess they can stop Mermouse? It's mostly just rank 3s, rank 4s and stuff now. Yeah, Evil Swarms don't really have a good matchup. Yeah, they don't, actually. So Rescue Rabbit. Go free, I guess, depending on the meta. Evil Swarms are kind of a meta defining deck in a way, because it depends on what the meta is, and if there's level 5 or higher monsters that are currently in the meta, then, well, that's top tier in a way. Evil Swarms will probably be the anti-meta to that, so it depends on how the format shapes up for anti-meta, because Evil Swarms are pretty much the actual anti-meta in a way, depending on the format. Anyway, Summon Monks are free. Well, would you discard free spell cards? Depending on your hand, you don't really use Summon Monk. And besides, if you play free Summon Monks, it's easy. Okay, it's easy to draw in. It's more easy to draw into, but at the same time, it's when you draw it, it's like really bad later on. It's good at the beginning, but maybe the middle as well, but not at the end, because you might be able to steal a game or so with Summon Monk at free, but it can also give you dead hands as well. That's the thing that Summon Monk is known for. 2 is like, it kind of helps, but not doesn't. It helps and not helps at the same time, which Summon Monk is kind of, it's one of those situational cards, which I don't like and like at the same time. Because you use it mostly in heroes as well, so that's interesting. Witch of Black Forest. Called it! Because it doesn't do anything. It's like Sandgans. Like, if Sandgans are free, why you have Witch of Black Forest still at free? And speaking of which, charge of Light Brigade. Holy moly. Light Swans are at full power. Yes. I can finally play Minerva Swan at full power now. Sweet. Even though the deck is very fragile. But yeah, once you get your graveyard set up, you can pretty much spam your graveyard with, oh my god, Snow's at 3 as well. Oh gosh. And Grass is at 1 as well. Well, they're not as... Okay, if Grass was at 3... Minerva Swan will be pretty OP, let me tell you that. Oh my gosh. Minerva Swan and any other decks as well. No, Palias would probably be the one that's also going to be broken as well. Dear gosh. Dragon Ravine. Called it! Well, 2. It's at 2, but it's at 3. Yeah, I called it because Ravine's not doing anything. And you might as well give back the Dragoonities their Dragon Ravine as well, because it was mostly banned or limited due to dragon rulers or anything that uses dragon types that are abusable. That's why anything that's abusable with dragons, so that's why Ravine got limited or banned and stuff in the first place. It got collateral. It's pretty much collateral damage. So yeah. Oh yeah. That's speaking of which, I guess the Ghost Emerald is kind of like collateral damage as well. So that's kind of interesting. Anyway, what else is limited? Oh, Wavering off the lifts. I mean, Wavering Eyes. That's interesting. Wavering Eyes is at 3. That's going to be interesting for the mirror match for Pendulum Magicians, because, that's actually pretty funny. Wavering Eyes is at 3. So full power pendulums. Not Pepe? No. Magician pendulums. Pendulum magicians. They're at full power. That's also scary at the same time. But they're kind of fragile in a way, but they're also not fragile depending on how they open up. They're still, actually, no, they're still playable. They're still consistently playable. Now that I think about it. Yeah, that's kind of scary. Uh, because the mirror match is like, it's cancerous if you have the mirror match, because wavering eyes is cancerous in the mirror match. Because you can't have wavering eyes at 1 because it's broken. You can't have it at 2. It's either 3 or 0. And since now it's at 3, oh gosh, this is going to be a very, very interesting meta. So let's see. Trickstars have 3 honest. Oh god. Lights ones are at full power. Oh my. Mermals are still playable because nothing got hit. Zoodiacs are dead. True Dracos are dead. True King Dinos are somewhat dead, depending. I guess they have to. I'm guessing they have to switch more to the Dino form, Dino type of, or Dino Rabbit type of. I guess they have to play Rescue Rabbit now, because you might. I guess they have to play Emerging Rescue now, because it's not easy to abuse the deck now. Abuse Dinos as what they used to. You still play 3 diagrams. That is a must, because it allows you to pop off the babies and allows you to do quite a bit of stuff. So, interesting. So Dino, I guess True King Dino Rabbit deck? True King Dino Rabbit? I guess that's the new. Yeah, I guess that's a new way of putting True King Dino Rabbits. That is interesting. Unless you could play other stuff in Dino as well, but that is very, very, very interesting. Anyway, I've been talking way too long for this video. If you have any comments or anything like that in I don't know, tell me your comments and stuff like that in for this ban list in the comments section below. And yeah, tell me what you guys think of this. It's DCRS. Sorry for the long video. Signing out. Oh, one more thing before you guys stop the video. The reason why I haven't been making much videos is YJ Pro has been, I don't know, YJ Pro has been a bit faulty lately when I go to checkmate or anything like that. I can't play online decks anymore, not even on Dev Pro and all that, because I think there was like a virus or something for on their server and stuff, so that's why I couldn't go on. And I think they shut down a checkmate server and all that. That's why I couldn't really get on as well. And plus, when I go on YGR links as well, I can't even play it. It's like I can't even connect to the server for the OCG. Technically, it's an OCG server, but still, I wouldn't mind playing an OCG server, as long as I can still play the goddamn game. But yeah, I can't play anything. Well, I'm getting a new computer soon, so I might be able to tweak a bit and play it on my new computer, depending on how things are. I can play more. I can play Duel Links and all those type of things once I get my new computer, because I can actually run it properly, and I can run like streaming games and all those type of things. I can finally do a lot of things I wanted to. I really want to, and because this computer I've got at the moment, it can barely handle anything. It lags. No, it just handles it, but it lags the videos, and I don't want lag on the when I record videos. And yeah, as you see, when I did a live stream and stuff and all those type of things for test video, yeah, it lags my system. It just goes, the frame rate just drops, and it's choppy as well. So that's why I haven't done much videos lately. Until I get my new computer, I'll probably make more videos then. But yeah, I'm probably gonna test around with a few decks and do versus the AI. That's the only thing I can do. So I'll probably versus the AI. I've tried YJ Pro. I've tried YJ Pro Links. And I've tried YJ Pro 2. I have tested all the YJ Pro type of things. Dueling Network, I don't want to go on there because everyone cheats on there, and I hate Dueling Network type of things, because once you stop paying attention, your opponent can cheat all they want, and it's like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm like, dude, are you playing the game properly, or are you just trolling? But yeah, that's my excuse for that, and it's probably going to be a 30-minute video, but that's all I'm going to say for my explanation of why I haven't uploaded lately, because things have been going okay. It's near the end of semester for university, or trimester in a way, depending on where you live. But yeah, it's nearly the end of the semester, and I'm close to doing exam. I've been doing a lot of exams, and I'm studying, and I've got another assignment to finish off this coming week. So I'm probably going to be very busy for the next few days, weeks, whatever, depending on how I study and stuff. And work is pretty much taking my sweet time. But yeah, sorry about all the lack of uploads and stuff, but I'm a busy person and I'm trying my best to do everything at once. So yes, this is DCRS. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Signing out. Bye.